Okay, you guys, so here we go. We're gonna see how it looks in different sentences. Now, I'm gonna write one sentence in different tenses. It might not make sense. It might not make sense because of time, but it's just for the sake of the change, okay? Just as an FYI, okay? So, Cindy eats cake. Cindy eats the cake. Cindy ate the cake. Remember, it might not make sense. Cindy, I wasn't right. Cindy has eaten the cake, and Cindy will eat the cake. We're gonna start with these four basic ones. Again, disclaimer, the sentence might not make sense. It's just for the sake of the change. Okay, so let's start with Cindy eats the cake. This is a clear, simple present. Simple present. Cindy ate a cake. This is past tense. Cindy has eaten the cake. This is present perfect. And Cindy will eat the cake is future. Right? Let's start with those. So, of course, the first thing to be done is what? What is the first thing to be done? The first step to change the object to the subject position, cake, and in this case we're going to maintain who at the end, adding by. Okay? By. Alright, so then we need to change what is in the middle, which is in this case the verb tense. So remember that let me check that everything is on frame. Yes, okay. Remember that we're working with the passive voice. And kindly remember that, just remember that we need the to be plus the past participle of the verb that you have done. So do not forget this. We need the to be and the past participle. So we need to know the tense, because depending on the tense of the original active sentence, we need it to be. Okay? So the cake, what do we need? A to be. What tense? Simple present. So is. And what do? We need eat in past participle, eaten. So it's kind of mechanical, right? But the cake is eaten by Cindy. Cindy ate the cake. Okay, so again, the cake first. And then we say by whom, in this case by Cindy. Okay, so I need the verb ate in the past participle, which is immediately eaten. In fact, it's gonna be eaten in all of them, so I might write it as well. Okay, it's gonna be exactly the same in every tense. No matter what tense, eaten is always gonna be there. Okay, now what do I need? I need the verb to be. In this case, it is, because it's simple present. So here is past. What is the past tense of to be? Was or were. You need to check this out, of course. In this case, this was, because the cake is singular. Now again, here we need the cake, which is going to be the same as in every sentence. The cake, the cake, the cake. And here the cake. Right? And then by Cindy. By Cindy. In my best southern accent. By Cindy. And then we have Cindy. Very egocentric, right? It's just to make it easier. So anyways, we have the eating already there because that's pretty much what we have to do. We have to change this immediately into the past participle of the verb. Here happens to be there, so doesn't matter. And the present perfect, how do I change the verb to be in the present perfect? Well, we need to change it into verb to be with present perfect, and that happens to be has with been. This is the one the students forget the most, so be careful with this one. Okay, and then we have will it. What is the future of to be? Will be. Will be it. Okay, so let's see. Cindy will eat the cake. The cake will be eaten by Cindy. Cindy has eaten the cake. The cake has been eaten by Cindy. Cindy ate the cake. The cake was eaten by Cindy. Cindy eats the cake. The cake is eaten by Cindy. In this case, I'm including Cindy because we're assuming that we're in a house with a lot of people and people want to know the one who ate the cake. So that's basically the one with tenses. During the practices, we're gonna be doing more tense change because we had the past perfect and the other tenses, and we're gonna be practicing that later on. For now, I just wanted you to take a look at this.